Hey, this is Otto Rupsman, and you're in the place for athletic super achievement. You know, when I was, the year that my high school team went to the state championship, the year that we went all the way to the end, one of the things that we had that we were better at than any other team is our conditioning. We focused on conditioning. And you know, I talk a lot about hard work and I talk a lot about having heart, but you know, if you don't have the lungs, if you don't have the condition, the stamina, the air, well, you're going to lose. Frankly, you're going to lose. You know, you're going to tap out, done. Someone's going to school you and burn you and dunk on you and just make you look like a fool. So, if you want to avoid all those things, you need to have super athletic conditioning. And to be a super achiever, you got to be super conditioned. Now, with your conditioning, there's a few things you can do. Obviously, in school practice, you probably do things like suicides or maybe even 17s. I remember the 17s. When you run from one side of the court to the other, you know, back and forth across the sides of the court, you know, 17 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm making myself dizzy just doing this. It's a lot of work, you know, but frankly, you know, we did suicides until we threw up. In high school, we did not suicide, 17s. We did 17s till we threw up. We were always doing 17s because that's how we got conditioning. And if you want to really get conditioning, you gotta really put the time and the effort in. Because you know, if someone out conditions you, then you know you lose. Vince Lombardi once said that fatigue makes failures of us all. Fatigue makes failures of us all. He was one of the greatest football coaches of all time. Now, we're talking different sport, but we're on the same concept, because if you don't have that conditioning, then you've got just something that's not going to work for you because you're going to lose. So here's what you need to do. Focus a little bit more today on your conditioning. Do something today that will make you a little bit more, that will get you out of breath. That will get you huffing and puffing. That will get you feeling like you're gonna fall over, and then just do a little bit more. Just do a little bit more. Have the heart inside to do a little bit more, because you know success comes from your heart. You got to do a little bit more to get a little bit more conditioning, and keep your conditioning consistent, because the more consistent you are, the better. So make it a great day. Do something today to get your conditioning up, because you are going to feel better once you have a little bit more conditioning. Awesome. Jump higher, and we'll talk soon.